sabotage. Open up, open. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola. Open up.
Oh, I didn't see you there, darling. Hello, welcome to Tuesday Tea. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, I'm gay, you didn't know. Let's get into it. I'm back, hoes. So welcome back, guys. It is that time again. The highlight to your week. Come on, don't lie, man. It is, it's okay. But yes, welcome guys back to Tuesday Tea. This is a special edition because this is basically my 1 month anniversary of being a vlogger. Ugh, bye. Like my channel, please. This is my 1 month anniversary of being a vlogger, yeah. So I wanted to kind of mark it with something that's quite special to me, quite personal, and something that I was considering to not really reveal so early on in this journey. Not because I'm ashamed, not because I'm embarrassed, but I had the conversation with a few of my friends, and I basically said, like, I don't want to appeal to a specific type of audience. I want to be open. I want people to come here and feel like they can be here. I don't want to speak about subjects and certain people feel like I can't relate, so maybe this channel's not for me. Like, so I was kind of not being so vocal about this aspect of my personality, because I just wanted everyone to feel that they could just come here. So that basically backfired and I've changed my mind. So, and a lot of people know this about me already, so it will only just be the people that don't know me. So yeah, in case y'all didn't realize, I'm a homosexual. Yes, I am. Can you imagine? I hate that word. I really don't like that word. I don't hate, but I dislike that word very strongly, yeah. But I do identify as a woman that likes women. I would say gay, yes. I don't really like the term lesbian, but I do identify as gay. So I just wanted to speak to you lot a little bit about my coming out story, one of many, the main one, and also the concept of coming out. So yeah, so let's get into it. So I didn't have the whole experience of like growing up being gay and like not knowing like where I fit in and blah blah. For a long ass time I did not realize. I just did not know, like, and part of me still is unsure, like, because I wouldn't say that I'm completely switched off at the idea of a man, but it would really take a man to move heaven and earth and come with some madness in his brain cells to even interest me. Like, I wouldn't even find you appealing until I've known your mind. So I'm just ready to say, like, I like boobs with my combination of intelligence, so therefore I'm going to have a woman. That's what's going to happen. That is something I just feel completely content by. I know that if I had a man, I would always want for something additional, like something would always be missing for me. I feel like sexuality is a spectrum, and I don't feel that anyone is 100% straight. This is my personal opinion. Do not come for me. The homophobes, do not come for me, yeah? I feel that no one is 100% straight, no one is 100% gay. I feel everything is personal, and you just haven't met the person in life yet that makes you feel certain things in it. Because how can you say, yeah, I'm sorry, but you're it's too like Neanderthal like and caveman like to just say, like, I can't do that because it's a man, I can't do that because it's a woman. Like, come on, like, surely people are people, like, and there's other things to life than certain intercoursal or interculturals. There's more to relationships than intercourse. So I don't really understand how someone can just like fully say no. But anyway, listen, when we start talking about sexuality as being a spectrum and gender identity and gender expression, girl, we gonna have to make 7,000 more videos because I got so much to say and to educate y'all on. But this video is more about my experience of coming out and what that was like for me, and also what coming out is like. Does it ever end? No, it doesn't. So yeah, so I would say, when my earliest recollection, now looking at it as someone who's in the situation and aware, my earliest recollection is probably when I was young, like I'm talking 3, 4, like in the bath, playing with Barbies, rubbing them up against each other. Do you know why I was so what's that word, so sexually aware so young. It was EastEnders, you know. Every day, the in the mouth kissing that they want to do at EastEnders. It's not even 9 o'clock. How are you showing me that? So I would go into the bath and I would copy it, but with the Barbies. Yeah, the Ken would be drowning under the hot water. You know, when they start bubbling under the hot water. Yeah, your face is getting scalded off. I'm not even interested. I don't care. The Barbies are doing what they need to do. Just let them do what they need to do. So yeah, so I clearly was like aware of something like this, but then as time went on, I didn't really think about it. I grew up partly at home with my family and partly with like a family member, a carer. Like, she was a family friend, but she is my gran, and that's how I see her. She raised my mom, she raised me, she raised my sister. That's my family, like that's it. And she's like heavily religious. She's from Trinidad, so that was something that you did not talk about. That's the white man's illness, like, to be gay. Like, we just didn't speak about that in the house. It was only very negative things, if it ever came up in conversation, that I would hear about the gay community. So it just wasn't really in my mind, like, that kind of way. I didn't feel a way when I heard that stuff. I just felt like, oh, okay, that's something that we don't talk about. So it was never around me. I didn't have any friends or family that I knew were openly gay. Like, I just didn't have anyone like that. So it was never really something that crossed my mind. But then obviously as I get older now and I look back, I'm thinking, girl, you've been gay since day, the fuck, since when? I should get that put in a cup, gay since day. Yes, that's a very wonderful idea, darling. So yeah, so I was probably about 17, I would say, when I first kind of wanted to start acting on the things I was thinking about. I had a boyfriend all throughout secondary school, so I just missed that boat completely. I did not get any form of attention or interaction. So yeah, so that was that. And then when I went to college, I was like to one of my friends, my male best friend, I think I like girls, you know. And I remember I was in my house and he was like, what do you mean? Like, he was shocked, innit? And I was like, yeah, because he was also best friends with my boyfriend, so we had like a three-way best friendship kind of thing. So yeah, so he was like, what do you mean? Like, but I'd broken up with my man at the time, so he didn't care. But my best friend was like, oh, bro, like, I'm shocked. He was like, why don't you join the dating site? These times Tinder wasn't around, whatever these other things, there was not there. Like, they weren't there, like there wasn't there. And Blackberries had just become achievable as a smartphone for young people. There was no iPhone. Like, come on, there was no iPhone. So he was like, join a dating site. So I got my laptop out, and then the only one I could find was Match.com. So signed up, went through all the rigmarole, then found out you had to pay for it at the end. Excuse me, my EMA does not stretch that far, yeah? If anyone's young and watching this, EMA is the money the government gave you when your parents were broke. So my EMA didn't stretch that far, basically, yeah? So I couldn't fund my Match.com habit. So I had to go look for the lesbians elsewhere. So I went fashion college. There was a lot more girls there, a lot more variety. So I started feeling like, raw, like, kind of started to see what I liked a bit more. But there was no girl there that was really tickling my pickle. Like, no one there really tickled my pickle. Like, not my fancy, not my cup of tea. Girl, I need to get another cup that says not my cup of tea. Don't, please. You see my creative brain, yeah? It'll be the death of me. There's too many thoughts in my head, feels like it needs to pop off. So yeah, so I remember going to college and I was around a lot more gay guys, but obviously I ain't got no interest in them. What you gonna do for me? So yeah, so then I started working at it was Nike Town, yeah, but it's called Nike Town because that is the correct way to say the name of that brand. Yeah, do not come for me if you didn't work there for 3 years and you're sitting here watching this. Don't come from, because I did work there for 3 years. It's Nike Town, darling, okay? So worked there and I just started seeing bare lesbians and my head was doing 360. My spine was almost breaking, looking like one exorcism. Yeah, there was too many lesbians, I couldn't decide. So basically, once that happened, I got a taste literally. I got a taste for the scene and then started to see what it was more about. So I started to realise that maybe I should let my people know, innit? So basically my granddad raised me, she found out through word of mouth, innit? We've never had that conversation. But she was obviously not happy about it, but that was fine. My parents were calm. My dad, we never spoke about it because why should I tell you? If I had a man, I wouldn't tell you. Why am I going to tell you if I got a girl? It's just not that kind of party. My mum was fine. She was just like, to be honest, I kind of knew you was a bit gay because, you know, I just kind of knew. And I'm thinking, babes, no, you didn't. don't gas it, man. Come on, like, don't gas it. And I would always be talking about boys and the way they speak about me and the attention they give me. So no one was like really ready to hear it. But I did have one family member that when I think about my coming out story, I think of this person in it, because I remember starting to move bare secretive, because obviously I was living like a double life. Like, I don't know, I couldn't just say it with chest. Like, me and my big mouth and big teeth, I couldn't just say it with chest. But they eventually asked me like what's going on, and I told them that I was seeing someone, and they were like, who is it? So when I said I don't want to say, they said the person's name, and I was like, yeah. And they were like, and you thought like I didn't know? I said, no, like I knew you knew, but I just didn't have the balls to tell you, innit? And then I will never forget, the person said to me, so what are you then? And I thought, rah. So that's where it started, because I thought, rah, then in my head I'm thinking, do I have to reinvent my whole self because of this one aspect? Like, and I was just like, I'm Rebecca. Above everything, I am still the person that you know. Like, it didn't really make sense to me, innit? And these times I'm like 17, do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, what? So yeah, so that, like I said, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't have a big fat coming out story, but that was it. And it was someone questioning what I am, and that really did upset me. So I was just like, rah. So I just started to, you know, express myself more through my identity. I played around with a few different things, my clothing, my style. I began to really come out of my shell and find myself. But the real bones of this Tuesday tea, yeah, is that coming out, we always think like there's one story in it, and there's not. Like, for some people, we're speaking about stereotypes again, yeah. For some people, they look stereotypically gay. Now, you can ask me what that means, and I can give you stereotypes of what most people probably think gay girls or gay guys look like, you know. And they are very, very ignorant stereotypes, but there are people that fit into those stereotypes, because in a way, stereotypes exist for a reason. They're not completely fictional and made up. Like, they are on the foundations of something. So, you know, I started to try and look stereotypically gay. I wanted to look more masculine. This is before I knew that lesbian girls could look however they wanted. They could look the same as straight girls. They could look the same. They can just look normal on the road. Like, it doesn't need to be screaming, hi, oh my God, hi, I didn't know you were gay. Have you seen that meme? I didn't know you were gay. Oh, sorry, let me just... Yeah, it's not like that, babes. Like, so I shaved off all my hair. I started piercing up my face. Like, and man, them was still moving to me. I shaved off my hair thinking, yeah, I look buff. Like, girls are gonna know. Then all of a sudden in the road, oh, Amber Rose, oh, Amber, oh, you got a... Shut up. It's not for you. Don't you get it? Why do you just see everything, boys, with your big, big eyes? Like, why do you see everything? I don't understand. Just stop seeing me, okay? Stop seeing me. I'm invisible to you. Flicks hair. Anyway, so yeah, so I started doing the most, wearing looser fitting clothing, like trying to look more what I understood being a lesbian looked like. But then as time went on, I thought, what the fuck is this, bro? I can wear exactly what I want. I can do exactly what I want. I can still continue exactly how I choose to. And I'm sure I'll find a mate in a different way. But what I really want to stress, yeah, is that when you don't look stereotypically gay, because I don't believe I look stereotypically gay in it, and I only believe that because of how people treat me in it. The fact that I don't get attention from women when I'm out, unless I'm in a gay place and there's only women to pick from, then maybe they give me a little looking. But then I said looking, not licking. I just want to make that very clear. Maybe they give me a little looking. But on a day-to-day basis, unless you know me, I'm going to have to come out to you. And this is what I want to speak about in this video, because there's always that conversation of, oh, you're gay, what's your coming out story? Well, which one do you want, hun? Because if I'm going to a new job or I'm meeting someone new, I have to come out at least once a day. Like, it sounds so ridiculous, but you do. You do, because you will always be questioned. If I had a boyfriend, no one would ever go, oh, have you been with a girl? But when people find out I've got a girlfriend or I'm into women, what, so have you ever been with a man? Like, little comments like that, yeah, like, why would you ask? Like, what gives you the right to question that? Why is it, like, I don't understand. This is why I just don't understand the thought process of some people. Like, it's very intrusive, firstly and foremostly, but also, why does it change the standard of your living, knowing that information, like, so you can visualize me as a man? Like, I just don't really get it. But yeah, what I just wanted to stress is that there's not like one coming out story. That's not a thing. Like, it's never ending. Like, you have to come out, you have to tell your new job, or it comes up in conversation, or someone says, oh, do you have a husband? No, I don't, babes. Oh, have you got any children? No, not yet. Oh, when are you gonna have them? Well, when I can afford IVF, or when I can afford to adopt, or when I can find a sperm donor. Like, it's not just, you know what I'm saying? And I'm someone who's very, I like conversation, I like speaking, I like people getting to know me, and I like to get to know people. So I'm not going to just shut down a conversation, do you know what I mean? Because then I'm also suppressing something that I'm not ashamed of. So like, I will speak about it, but then people just ask too many inner questions. So yeah, it's never a one thing. Like, I came out to someone today. Like, I came out to someone yesterday. I'm probably going to come out to someone new tomorrow. It never ends, and it's so draining. So all I want to say is, like, if you're someone who doesn't identify as LGBTQI++, boom, boom, boom. I know all the letters and I know what they all mean because I'm an absolute bad man. If you're not someone that identifies like that, be more conscious of the questions that you ask people like me, people like her, people like him, people like them. Be more conscious of the things that you ask us, because the shit is draining. It's really draining. And I don't understand why I need to tell you if a man has or has not been in my underneath. I don't understand why I have to tell you that information. I don't understand how that's going to improve your lifestyle by knowing that information. Just let me live. Like, let me live. I don't understand. If you're someone who is questioning your sexuality, or you're unsure, or you want to explore it, like, I will definitely encourage you to try and surround yourself around people that have similar ideas as you, people that have similar understandings and beliefs. I would definitely encourage not putting yourself in a risky situation in order to find out this information. There's a way that you can do it safely. There's a way that you can do it at home. So I would really strongly encourage you to be authentic to yourself. In life, you are always going to disappoint people. You're always going to upset people. You cannot please all people all the time, but you can please some people some of the time. And sometimes you should be the person that you're pleasing. So therefore, be authentic, be yourself. Like, maybe it's easy for me to say, as somebody who's living in England, somebody who is white, somebody who is female, I already am given certain privileges that other people from other communities, even though they're in the gay community, won't have. Personally, I feel that men have it a lot harder. I feel that black gay men have it even harder than men. There's a lot of subcultures within the gay community that have different struggles, so it's difficult for me to give advice out and say, yeah, go and do this, go and do that, when our realities are completely different. But what I would encourage is that the thing that we should always strive for, no matter who we are, is full, wholehearted, unconditional happiness. And the only way that you can find that is by being genuine to yourself. And whatever that means for you, take understanding from that. It's not for me to tell you how to do that. But in life, whatever you be, you must be a good one, and you must be happy. So with that being said, do what you gotta do, okay? Do what you gotta do in your own time, when you're ready, at your own pace. It is personal. The things that you identify as and you identify with are personal. Nobody can devalidate them. Nobody can tell you anything, and you can only come back big and bad when you're sure and you know yourself well. Do your research. Understand. So anyone that tries to combat you, are you mad? Take all these facts, bro. Are you crazy? You can never tell me nothing. What do you mean about me? How can you tell me about me when I'm me and you're not me? Are you mad? Anyway. Sorry, that was the Peckham. Let me just put that right down back in the soul. But yeah, so all I can say is be happy, man. The true meaning of the word gay is happiness, bro. Be happy. Don't be gay if you're not gay, but be happy, you know? But yeah, anyways, guys, lots of love, light and blessings always. Showering you all with blessings, because we ain't got the Rex, so we gonna shell out the blessings, okay? But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you again for tuning in. Please make sure that you like, comment and subscribe. Follow me on my socials. I'm usually chatting lots and lots of rubbish on Snapchat on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, follow me, man. Get to know the life, get to know the lifestyle, get to know the process, get to know the person, okay? Peace.